So today I'm going to share with you about the 7 balls. Okay. So 7 balls is a science. It's not a particular techniques. Okay. It is a science, and so it is actually limitless. So it cannot be say, oh, this is techniques and has to be doing in this way or that way. You know, very narrow type of techniques. It's not. So let me explain to you, what is the 7 balls. Okay. There are 6 big joints in our body, which is start from the ankle, the ankle, the knee, the hip, the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. 6 of them. Okay, these 6 joints. And these 6 joints function together like a car transmissions to power your body. Okay. So that is the 6 joints, and usually we call it the 6 ball too. Ball is like the ball which is shooting arrow. Okay. Now, however, there's one more balls, which is the feet. Because the feet has a coupling with the ground, that is another balls. So we know this is a 6 joints, and we have 7 balls there. Okay. So that's how it is. Sometimes we call it 7 balls, or we call it 6 joints, 7 balls. This is what it is. Okay. Now, this 7 balls is actually related to structure, force flow, and momentum. 3 things in core elements in the martial arts practice. Okay. Or martial applications. So what is the this balls got to do with the structure? Okay. In structure, handling a structure or make a structure, okay, it is just aligning of the balls for 6 directional force balancing. That's what it does. Okay, so if you need a structure which can can balance 6 directional force and so forth, like you have a structure. So what you do? What you do is you align these balls or these joints, okay, to get that result. So that's what you do with the 7 balls in the structure. The key word is here is alignment for 6 directional force balancing. 6 directional meaning X, Y, Z, and both in the forward and the reverse side. So it's 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 directional force. So you align the balls so that it be able to take of the balance the 6 directional force. Okay, that's about the structure. Now, the second thing is the force flow. So what is the ball got to do with the force flow? In terms of force flow of Jing handling, it is different than structure handling. Structure handling is to align the 7 balls. The force flow of Jing handling is using the joints or the balls as power generations and or transmissions. Okay, so some balls can use as a power generator, and some balls can be used as the transmissions. For example, people say using the elbow to generate the power. Well, when you generate that with this ball, you use it for generations of power, then this wrist is a transmissions. Okay, to transmit whatever the force from here out there. Okay, so that's how to define it. Okay, so that's what happened with the force flow or the Jing handling. Okay, with the balls or with the joints. Now, when you go to momentum handling, Momentum handling is just a dynamic handling of the joints. That's all. So you have a structure handling, which is align the balls so that it be able to balance 6 directional force. You have the force flow handling, which is using the joints or the balls as the power generations or transmissions. Okay? And then you have this momentum handling, which is using the joints or balls for dynamic, different type of dynamic motion and movement. So that's what it is. Okay, so this is how the balls play within the structure, the force flow, and the momentum. 3 very crucial things in martial art applications. Okay, so that's how it is. Now, in order to play these balls, to handle it, that's why I said that it is a science. Okay. First, one must know, like in terms of the holistic way of handling balls, which ball is using for coupling, which ball is using for power generation, which ball is using for transmissions. They are different. So there is a coupling ball, this power generations ball, and the transmissions. For example, my feet, the 7 ball, it can be used for coupling my force into the ground or ground force upward. That's a coupling ball. And then the ankle and the knee, I can use it to generate power. So I can transmit it different place. My waist, my hip, my shoulder, my wrist, my elbow, I can use it as a transmission gate, a transmissions ball, or balls or joints to transmit force flow which are generated down there from the ground. Okay, so to play with it, to play with balls, one must first understand how each ball or each joint functions. Okay, what is the function? What's the purpose? How to operate it? That's the number 1. Number 2 is there is a holistic or the full body integrations of 7 ball integrations of handling or partial handling. For example, if I use my feet to push the ground and push up, that is using the whole body, the 7 balls, right? Pushing up using my feet. If I just using my elbow or my shoulder to push up, then it's using partial. I don't use whatever down there. So in terms of handling balls, there's a full body or total 7 ball, total integrations of handling, and partial handling, or you can call that is the full body. All the 7 balls is the global handling, and the knee, the elbow or the shoulder handling as a partial handling. Okay, so you have a global and partial. You can play with the balls that way. Okay. So that's the second thing. The third thing, the handling of the ball has 2 general ways. One is direct, another one is spiral. So what does it mean? Okay, this is direct. See the holding up and down, direct, linear or direct. Okay. That's one way of handling the balls, the joints. There's another way, which is a spiral way. Now you see, this is a spiral way. So you handle the joints or the ball this way, spiral way, and the first one is going up and down. Okay, so this is the way. Now, this is the third one. The fourth one is, you have this as a using of action or reaction force type of the handling. Okay, so what do I mean? Okay, even though we play with the bowls, with the joints, that is a play with the action force or a play with the reaction force. So how is that in the real world is? Okay, say if I want to push this hand up, okay? If I do this, there is a reaction type, using the reaction force type of bowls, okay, of bowls handling. Now, if I do this, this is, you see this? This is the using the action force, okay? So again, if I push while I'm squatting, I'm actually using the reaction force type of handling the bowls. If I push while I'm standing up, I'm using the action force type of this bowls handling, okay? So you have 4 things there. Number one, you need to know what each bowl is doing. The second thing is you need to know is it a global handling or it is a local handling. The third one, you need to know it is a direct handling or spiral handling. The fourth is you need to know it is an action force type of handling or reaction force type of handling. Okay? So, if you know those 4 and you develop it, then you get a skill of how to handle these 7 bowls. And once you get this skill, then you can do different sort of things. So that's why there's no one and one say, well, I need to do this way, I need to do that way. There's a lot of variations there on the 7 bowls. Okay. Now, when one handle all this thing and have this skill, then one have know this bowl handling. You know, at that point, one know the basic of the bowl handling. After that, one be able to look at, say, the mother art, the Hermès, Zhuang, and the white crane from Fujian. Look at how they handle the bowls. What is the signature on how they handle the bowls? Okay, one can look into the Xiu Lim Tao set and see how the thing is a fusion between the snake from the Hermès and the crane from the Fujian. One can see that signature. And in fact, one then be able to read the signature of other people's bowl handling. And you know how he handled things. And also one be able to put a twist on one's bowl handling. Okay? So, sky's the limit. People can play with it. And of course, people can, after that, that skill can be handled, understanding in that level, one can go look at different internal arts and look at how they handle things, and one can learn from other people. Okay? Evolve themselves in this bowl handling, because this thing is, as what I said, it's a science, and once you know how to play with it, have skill with it, then you can grow with it. Okay. So the bottom line of this, bringing this science from the 1850 or pre-1850 or the mid-1700 of which is designed within the Xiu Lim Tao set, the Wing Chun Queen Xiu Lim Tao set. Everybody Xiu Lim Tao set. Okay, not any lineage. We want to go that far away that when everybody is just one family. Okay, this is one Wing Chun. If you look at that, we want to bring back this science of the bowls. Okay, so that we know where we're from, we can grow and we can expand. Okay, and that's why I say sky's the limit. There's no end to evolution. Okay, so that is what the bowl of the story is about. I hope that I share with you today, and you can have a better understanding of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about bowls and joints. Okay, thank you.